Hello everyone, welcome to CommerceNet Scholars. I hope you all are perfectly fit and fine and you are being regular with the studies. In today's video, we'll be discussing about LIC, that is the Life Insurance Corporation of India. We'll understand that how and when it was established, basically the reason for its establishment. At the same time, today we'll study about the mission, vision and objectives of LIC, for which LIC was basically established. And at the same time, we'll also have a look at the brief history of the enactment of different acts regarding the insurance business in our country and the establishment of various corporations. Talking about LIC, you must be well aware that LIC provides you with the facilities or the benefits of the life insurance. So whatever entire business of the life insurance is regulated by the Life Insurance Corporation of India. It is the sole authority that is responsible for the regulation of life insurance business. You are well aware that there are two broad classifications, two broad categories of the insurance. First is the life insurance, while the other is the general insurance. Considering the life insurance, we are talking about insuring the lives of the people either for themselves or any of their family members or any person they have a legal relationship with. While general insurance is vested with the insuring of the property or any of your asset that you're using in your business or you're using it for your own fulfillment. So basically, when we are talking about life insurance, we are talking about the business being regulated by the Life Insurance Corporation of India, while when we are talking about being the property insured, we are talking about the business that is being regulated by the General Insurance Corporation of India, that is GIC. In today's video, we'll understand only about LIC, that how and when it was established. So let's start with today's video. But before starting, a reminder for you all, don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you haven't subscribed yet. If you are new to the channel, if you like the video, please don't forget to give it a like. Let's start. First, let's understand about the establishment of LIC, that is the Life Insurance Corporation of India. LIC was established on September 1st, 1956 under an act passed by Parliament as a wholly owned corporation of Government of India with a capital of rupees 5 crore. So LIC was established on what date? You need to remember very specifically that it was established on September 1st, 1956 as a wholly owned corporation, wholly owned organization of a Government of India. So it is basically a public enterprise. What was its initial capital? It was 5 crore that was entirely invested by the Government of India. The Government of India in 1956 brought together over 240 private life insurers and provident societies under one nationalized monopoly corporation, that is LIC. So whatever private life insurers were functioning in the country, whatever provident fund societies were there, all that were collaborated together and were brought under the control of one nationalized monopoly organization, that was the Life Insurance Corporation of India. Let's proceed and understand the mission and vision of LIC. Talking about the mission and vision, first let me brief you up about the difference between the two. Vision is something that you want to achieve. Like for example, if you want to see your organization, where do you see your organization after 5 years? Where do you see yourself after 5 years? This can be your vision. Now, to achieve that vision, whatever number of steps, whatever series of steps you would be taking, that would be your mission, right? So talking about the vision of LIC first, it was to establish itself as a transnational competitive financial conglomerate of significance to societies and pride of India. So it wanted to establish itself as a transnational corporation and wanted to present itself as the pride of India among the international members. While the mission, the series of steps that it took, that it had to take to achieve this vision were: explore and enhance the quality of life of people through financial security by providing products and services of aspired attributes with competitive returns, that is the compensation that you receive, and by rendering resources for economic development. So in short, in a gist, you can understand that basically it wanted to cover maximum people under its purview of insurance, so that ultimately it leads to the economic development of the country and benefit the people. Actually provide some financial stability and some financial support to the people in case they face any financial loss or they face any loss in the form of life of a family member. Proceeding further with the objectives of Life Insurance Corporation to spread life insurance and provide life insurance protection to the masses at reasonable cost. But obvious that the insurance company is vested with the powers and functions of providing insurance to a number of people so that it can cover large number of people under it, so that the risk that is associated, I hope you all remember about risk sharing, that the risk that is associated is equally distributed among the number of insured. To mobilize people saving through insurance linked savings scheme. We are talking about the ULIP that we had discussed. So any kind of insurance plan that you are wanting the insured to enter into, you can either provide it to the unit linked insurance plans, or you can provide it through any other insurance plan. Ultimately it will lead to the saving schemes only, because if you are investing your money somewhere, you are saving some of your money for which you will be getting a good return. To invest the funds to serve the best interests of both policyholders and the nations. So whatever premium that the insurance company will be taking from the insured, that will be invested to provide the policyholder, the insured, with maximum interests and benefits. To conduct business with maximum economy, remembering always that the money belongs to the policyholder. So this the insurance company needs to remember, that the money that they are receiving does not belong to them, rather it belongs to the policyholder, because ultimately the premium that they are receiving, they have to pay it off in the form of compensation if and when the need arises, whether the maturity claims or the death claims. To innovate and adapt to meet the changing life insurance needs of the community. Every day we come across some new disease, some new pandemic that is that is having an outbreak in the country. So the insurance companies need to adapt to these changes. They need to understand and analyze the probability of life, the probability of death of the people, at what is the age at which the life expectancy has reached. All that has to be analyzed by the insurance company and make changes accordingly. To promote amongst all agents and employees of the corporation a sense of pride and job satisfaction through dedicated service to achieve the corporate objective. You are well aware that whatever insurance policy we enter into through an agent. Agent is the person who is going to link us to the insurance company. We enter into an insurance contract through an agent only. So LIC is vested with the powers, or you can say is vested with the objectives of including more and more people under its purview, to have more and more agents who can provide people, who can make people aware of the life insurance business in the country, and who can make people aware of the life insurance policies that are available to them depending upon their needs and interests. Now let's understand a brief history of the insurance business. In 1818, establishment of Oriental Life Insurance Company, Calcutta. So this was the first insurance company that was established in India, that is in 1880, Oriental Life Insurance Company. 1906, establishment of National Insurance Company. 1912, Indian Insurance Companies Act, which was regulating the insurance business in the country. Then after 1912, after such a long time span, we had LIC, passing of the LIC Act in 1956, and after which LIC was established. Now once LIC was established, it started regulating the life insurance business in the country. Need was felt to establish the General Insurance Corporation of India, GIC, to regulate the insurance that is related to the property or asset of the people. So for that, in 1972, GIC was established by passing of the Act, GIC Business Act 1972, and in 1999 we had the establishment of Insurance Regulatory and Development Authority Act, which we have already discussed in my previous video, that is IRDA. IRDA was basically vested with the powers and functions of regulating both these organizations, LIC as well as GIC. Obviously they need to have a certain common rule or certain common regulation that needs to be regulated in both aspects, right? Although life insurance is dealing with life insurance business, GIC is dealing with the property and all of the person, but ultimately they are entering into an insurance contract. So one common authority, one common institution or organization needed to be established, which was the introduction or establishment of IRDA. I just hope in today's video, whatever we have discussed, it's clear to you all. So again, a reminder, don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you haven't subscribed yet. That's all for today. Thank you and have a nice day.